for the serious gamer.
Hey, it's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. This is our general map walkthrough video series, and this is Favela Part 2 of 3. Well, we're continuing from Part 1, where we were actually made our way on the perimeter from starting on the offense side on the far west side, and we're on the northeast corner now, and I'm just showing how to place the claymore here and what to watch out for. And they love to snag people. If you're running through, yeah, maybe someone's not there at all. They could be hiding behind that wall over there, but watch for claymores. What I recommend is when you come up here, just quickly go on the side, look for the red lines. If not, then proceed forward. Also, before you do that, if you're playing Search and Destroy Demolition, just because you don't see anyone doesn't mean there's nobody here. Do a quick sweep of the area, come around the back to make sure there's no one there, and make sure there's no one standing there. A lot of times I'll wait right here, and as soon as I hear them coming in, if my claymore doesn't kill them, boom, I'm up, and then I'm killing them, and they drop, okay? Especially if they're on defense. They're not really too worried about this, although I do place a claymore here as well to prevent anyone coming from that bottom area and trying to flank me if I'm defending A. Okay, keep that in mind. Now this stairway here is access to the other rooftop, which we saw from over there. Now, if you're going to hide in here, Search and Destroy not so much, but Deathmatch, this forward one is probably your best bet to actually camp. Not camp, but hide anyway. These two pieces here. The reason why I say don't hide behind this pot, I think it is a pot. I don't know. I'd grow pot in it. Yeah. Anyway, or you can hide behind this ventilation box or air conditioning unit or whatever it is here. But the problem with this is that if you turn around, especially in Deathmatch, you're very susceptible to anyone in the back here, whether they came around the side, you know, not to mention the stairs. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you're going to get hit. But anyone coming from below and coming up that way, you're susceptible to getting hit from behind. So this forward eliminates that. It's very hard for them to see. They have a very brief window here, and usually if they're coming through here, they're just going to blast through. Now the other way to access this roof is the ladder on the far side, and that can be accessed through the, I call it the second floor, but it may be the first floor and there's the ground floor. Anyway, through there, and you just climb up the ladder. This area here can provide temporary cover. If you hear someone and you're looking at the map and you notice someone's actually firing over there, make the kill and don't spend a lot of time in here. This stuff here is all wood. They can easily shoot through it. So, you know what? Make a kill just like anything. Kill and move, kill and move. Don't spend a lot of time. You know, I'll show you camping spots in another video series, but for now, just know that generally you should kill and move. Don't spend a lot of time there. Alright, so we're going to move around the back. And here's the second floor that I was telling you about. This whole area here I consider transition area. Don't spend a lot of time in here. The reason why I call it transition is because there's more than 2 access points, so thus not easily defendable. You have this rear entrance here, you have these stairs in the back here, and you also have players that can jump over from there right onto this area here. So because of that, not to mention the people dropping from the roof, which I showed you before, right there, they can drop through the roof. So there's several access points. Not a good place. If you're coming from that far end, that room, this room over here, and you jumped across, this, I call it transition because you're going to be scanning. If you see anyone, make the kill, keep moving, scan, make the kill, and then keep moving. Don't stay in this area. It's very, very dangerous to do that. Now I'm going to go down the ground level. Again, as I said, you can access it through the stairs. This is a good claymore spot, although this area is not highly active. Few people use it. I don't get a lot of kills with claymores here, only once in a while, you know, so you can try, but it's not the greatest. Again, access points here. This again is a transition area, not a good place to be. You've got the windows, you've got places to climb in, the staircase, and of course dual entrance through this little walkway through here, which is a center access point. I'll talk about the middle in a minute. Now this right here is where, on defense for Search and Destroy and Demolition, this is where you're going to start. Most offense teams go to A. Keep that in mind. So if you're going to split, don't always go 3-3. It's usually sensible to go 2 and 4 there. But again, that's your choice, and it depends on the team you're playing. All right, we're coming to this area here, which I showed you briefly. This is a fairly half-decent sniper area to catch anyone trying to rush from the top of the hill where the offense, if they actually are coming from B. Keep in mind, you must look for people and look very carefully for any snipers on the other end there. So you want to get into position early, and you want to keep that sniper rifle ready to peg them, okay? Because they don't need a slight advantage. The next thing you know, your head's popped like a balloon. And of course, you have easy access to B from here. Now be careful. This isn't actually too bad of an area. This is not what I call a transition area, because there's really only two ways that people can actually access it. The one that I showed you, which is the staircase in the back here, and the other area is the stairways down below. Now, you can sort of protect yourself a little bit by placing a claymore here and having it face backwards, slightly angled. If you can get the first laser line to go straight across here, and then the last blast sort of area here, that's better, because as soon as they're walking here, they trip it, and the blast is still pointing this way and will catch them as they're trying to run up. So this area here, again, this is what I would say to place a claymore. It's too hard to place a claymore up here. If you place a claymore here and you're actually forward here, they can just stand here and kill you, and probably, and even if they don't see the laser line, it doesn't matter. Chances are they're going to see you. Even if they die, you're going to die as well, so don't do that. I know it's kind of a waste of a claymore. Just protect your downstairs, and then if you hear anyone, hopefully you have a teammate on this side here, but there's really not much you can do. If you got two claymores because of scavenger, then yeah, fine, place it, but I would recommend you placing it down on the bottom here and have it so that they can actually see it. It's very hard. You can either place it here if you want, but usually they're going to see it. Listen for that claymore. That's a trigger claymore. That's not a kill claymore down there. That's just to protect you so that you don't get flanked or someone coming in and actually nailing you. All right, so we're coming into the area here. I'm not going to show you the center. I'll show you that after. As I said before, here is B. B is underutilized in terms of bomb planting, and I find it actually to be just as easy to defend because, as I said, most people, there's so many access points on A, they tend to go there. And as long as you got a sniper up the top that can nail the sniper up there, then this area here is not too bad. If you're going to do claymores, you can do a claymore here after you've planted, or a claymore actually facing it out there, so that when they come in, you know, they're not seeing a line across here and they think it's safe. If you're going to do that, make sure you plant the bomb in an area that the claymore is facing. Like, say, plant it right here and then have your claymore facing out this way, and that way, as soon as they come in to actually drop, boom, that claymore is going to nail them. And we're going to continue along here. This area here, unless you're calling in, you know, like a chopper gunner, AC-130, this area here is actually good for doing that. If you just stand back here, not a lot of people come back here. Not a lot of people will bother you. It's a fairly safe area to actually call it in because really it's kind of useless. This is not a good area to camp. You may snag someone here once, but you better move because they can chuck grenades or nail you. You've got nowhere to run. So don't spend a lot of time in there. Only AC and remote controlled sort of kill streaks, you go in there. Take the stairs up here. This area here is not too bad for defensible purposes. I would not say it's a transition area. There's only two access areas really. The stairs that I just climbed up, and then there's the opening in the back here as well. I get a lot of kills with claymores here. I place my claymore like right here with the laser line going straight across here, and then the blast radius going there, so that as they trip it, as they're coming in here, they trip it and it'll actually kill them. You can actually even have the claymore facing out this way. So as they're running here, they're going to trip it because they're naturally going to run this way and the blast radius will kill them that way. So if you place your claymore here, you've got some time and easily defendable from this area here. So you can nail those people if you are able to get in. Just be cautious. Look for those people before you stick your head out. Whatever you got to do. Watch for people there. Watch for people on the rooftop here. And anyone on the far side there as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. But a good camper spot. I'm not promoting camping. I'm just saying it is a good spot. Try it out. Try different things. It'll work for you. All right, so as we were moving around, we're almost circled completely around. This is the end of part 2. Make sure you watch part 3. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. For more strategies and tactics on Modern Warfare 2, visit NextGenTactics.com.